What's going on, everybody? EnteR ChazmaN here, back with yet another top 10 songs video. I know it's something I didn't do for a very long time, and then just out of the blue, due to the unfortunate news with Ozzy and Black Sabbath, I went ahead and did my first one, top 10 video in a long time there. That was really fun. I really appreciate everyone who watched that video and commented and all that good stuff. Hopefully, maybe I'll start, maybe in the future, hopefully after this one, it won't be so sorrowful whenever I do one of these videos. But if you don't know, recently there was another passing in the metal world. One of my other favorite bands, Mastodon, recently unfortunately lost the great Brent Hinds, one of the great guitar players in the entire scene. Rest in peace, Brent. Something for me personally, Mastodon has been one of my favorite metal bands over the past, let's see, so when I first started listening to Mastodon, my buddy Danny had got me onto them sometime before Emperor of Sand, and it was sometime after the Emperor of Sand album and sometime after the Once More Around the Sun album. So that's somewhere in between. I'd probably say 2015, 2016 is when I got turned on to the band. They had already had a huge discography and a whole bunch of music put out by then. So I would say I was definitely a little late to the game. But slowly over the years, Mastodon has steadily crept its way into my top 20, top 10. Now I think they might be in my top 5 bands. If not, they are still within the top 10, and they are just, again, one of my absolute favorite bands. There's so much tracks, so many good tunes. Each of their albums having a different vibe, doing its own thing. The early days were more heavy, then they get more melodic. Then they get back to heavy, in my opinion, with more heavy, not totally heavy, but more heavy with Emperor of Sand. So yeah, I love the band. I should say, as we're going to be digging into this is 100% in my opinion, these are all my personal favorite songs. I kind of have them ordered in terms of just whatever is the... I mean, I tend to, you'll see a theme in terms of what I like to listen to, but it's just the tunes that I listen to the most. Whenever I throw on an Emperor of Sand album, which songs on there do I go to first? Whenever I throw on Once More Around the Sun, or Remission, or Leviathan, The Hunter, whatever album it is, just the songs that I go to first, and which ones do I put on repeat and just listen to over and over and over again. I did try and have a balance of like, oh, I need to have X amount of the softer songs and X amount of the harder songs. I just threw on the songs. These are just the top 10 songs that I just listen to the most, so don't worry. It's not like I was like, I have to have this song because I've got to have the one ballad. You know what I mean? I wasn't like that. So, yeah. I will just say, once again, apologies if any of your favorite songs or if any of your albums aren't represented on here. Again, these are just the songs that I personally love the most. And also, I will say, in my opinion, I went through the entire discography of Mastodon. I don't know if I dislike a single song or album by the band. Even the albums that I feel like are a little weaker than the rest of them, I still love every single album and song from them. So again, just because there's a song that's not going to be on the list doesn't mean it's a song that I dislike. I couldn't find a single song I dislike, so that's, maybe I'm biased. There you go. And with that, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and just jump on into my favorite top 10 songs from the band Mastodon. Alright, here we go. We're starting with number 10 on my top 10 Mastodon songs list. I'm going to go ahead and throw the song Toes to Toes here. So being an EP release song, meaning this wasn't released on any major actual album, Toes to Toes is a freaking incredible song. Honestly, this might be one of the... I mean, almost every Mastodon song you could say shows the incredible talent that Brent Hinds was, but I feel like, me personally, this is one of the more... It always kind of come off as a little bit more personal of a song for Brent Hinds when it comes to either his, very unique vocals to very unique guitar playing, which, if you didn't know, apparently his father started him off playing banjo, and so he always had a very unique sound and unique approach to just the guitars for the band. So yeah, Toes to Toe is an incredible song, one of my favorites from the band. Quite possibly might be the only EP song on my list. I don't know. You have to watch the rest to find out. Okay, and here at number 9, I'm going to go ahead and put one of the larger songs from the band, I would say mainstream-wise, or I guess popular listening-wise. Definitely one of the go-to songs when people think of the band. I'm going to go with the song The Motherload. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to The Motherload, for me personally, this is one of the songs that best, I guess, kind of resembles or kind of just shows what the band Mastodon is kind of about, in my opinion, when it comes to Bill and Brent's just amazing in sync and incredible just sounding together in terms of when they play the guitars. You've got the incredible back and forth between Troy and Bran in terms of their vocals, and then of course Bran's just in my opinion, one of my more favorite drummers in metal in general. So again, this song for me has always done a really great job of just showcasing what the band Mastodon can do and what they're capable of. And then of course, this also has one of my favorite music videos. If you've never seen it, if you don't know, they are from the city of Atlanta in Georgia, and I think they either went out and got either strippers or dancers for the music video, and it's just an amazing scene, and I've always loved that. I don't know, they've always been so proud to be from Atlanta, and it's a really cool music video. I wholeheartedly recommend you guys go check that out. Okay, here at number 8, we've got a super interesting song. I've always thought of Mastodon in the earlier days to be like a very great metal band, always a little bit experimental. As they kind of went on in their career, in my opinion, they became more and more experimental in terms of what they were kind of doing. This, in my opinion, quite possibly being one of the more, I say to some people it could be off-putting. To me, I love it because it's crazy, and I've always thought of this to be one of the more insane experimental songs from the band. From the album Crack the Sky, out here I'm going to have the song The Last Baron. Now, The Last Baron is an insane song just in terms of just how the song kind of functions. I mean, if you've never heard of the song, it's a 13-minute song. Last Baron is crazy. The band has been known periodically to have performed this in the past. Rest in peace to Brent. I don't think this is a song without Brent you can really perform anymore. I mean, I guess you could if you found someone. But yeah, this is the kind of song that, like, I've never gotten to see The Last Baron live, but I could imagine this would be like a crowd favorite. Again, 13-minute long song. You've got like 2 to 3, if I remember correctly, incredible freaking solos from Brent, and he kind of sings throughout this song. I remember like the first time I'd kind of listened to this track. It really is like an adventure, this song. It goes through so many different places. Again, you throwing in the solos. It's just absolutely everything. In my opinion, this is like an incredible ride for a song. So, yeah, I wholeheartedly recommend this. I would, again, I can understand how a song like this could be off-putting to some, but I don't know. I love this song, and I don't know. What can I say? I love The Last Baron. Alright, here we go. At number 7, I'm going to put a song from one of my favorite Mastodon albums, the album Remission. We're going to start getting into some hardcore stuff here. At number 7, I'm going to put the song March of the Fire Ants. And I don't really know exactly where to go in talking March of the Fire Ants. It is an awesome freaking hardcore song from their first album. I absolutely love the opening to this song. It honestly is one of my favorite openings to a Mastodon song in general. Just a da 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 da. It's incredible. Just like this is in the early days, Troy's voice is just like so good. I mean, his voice is still good, but in the early days, when it was just really just Brent and him kind of doing a lot of the vocals, and it was very hardcore. Of course, Bran started to kind of flex his capabilities later on. But yeah, I love Remission. I love March of the Fire Ants, an incredible song. Just, I don't know, yeah, I love the early hardcore days just as much as some of the more vocal and Bran heavy songs later on. So I love this song. Check it out. and I definitely think you can expect a few more Remission songs to be on here. Alright, here at number 6, I'm going to put finally a song from probably the first album that really got me into Mastodon. Again, that was around 2015, 2016, and definitely one of the introductions I had to Mastodon was, this is quite possibly their biggest album in general, the album Leviathan. So I'm going to put here the song Iron Tusk. So yeah, again, Leviathan's an incredible album. I would say it's probably the most popular, biggest album from the band. Is it quite my favorite? Close. It's probably one of the top ones for me. I would say it's my favorite, but again, like when you look at numbers wise, I think this is typically the biggest album from them. But yeah, I love the song Iron Tusk. If you've never heard it, it's just, again, it's super catchy guitar riffs. Troy's vocals again are incredible on it. Their songs just always have a very interesting composition. I definitely think Mastodon, in my opinion, is one of the... Again, their composition is just... It's very interesting. It's very strange. They don't typically do like the same thing going all throughout a song, which I always appreciate. I always love that about the band. So yeah, Iron Tusk, definitely check it out. One of the bigger songs from one of the bigger albums. I love it. It's hardcore. It's got catchy tunes. Go check it out. Okay, here we are getting into the top 5. Here at number 5, I'm going to go ahead and put the song High Road. So once again, this album, Once More Around the Sun, for me personally, was some of the first times I was hearing the drummer of the band, Brian Daylor, begin to kind of flex his clean vocal capabilities with the band. And same as the other song on the list, the Motherload, High Road is also another song that I honestly feel like this has some of the, probably in my opinion, maybe the most catchy like guitar riffs that I can think of from the band. Again, super great guitar tones and riffs. I love this song. Troy again is fantastic. Bran, I love his vocals here. I really feel like when the band kind of I don't know how early I feel like they discovered his vocal capabilities, but definitely when they started to include him within the music, I definitely feel like they kind of I don't know, it helped kind of boost them into a different stratosphere, I feel like. Because as hardcore and as awesome as some of the earlier stuff is, I definitely feel like having the triple threat between Troy, Brent, and Bran in terms of their vocals, like it just later on in the band, like they just become so unique and just different sounding between the three vocalists, and I don't know. I love that. I'm going on a spiel. Love the song High Road. I highly recommend. This is probably one of those kind of songs similar to Motherload, where like, if you're not like a super hardcore metalhead like myself, this is probably a really good song to kind of start off with, to kind of ease you into the band. If you want some of the, I don't know, something more catchy and more approachable, I guess would be a good word. So yeah, High Road, love the song. Okay, so to completely contrast what I was just talking about this number 5 song being totally approachable and a good place to start, I'm going to go with, to me, this is probably a deeper cut. I'm going to go with the song Blastoid from the album The Hunter. So if you don't know about me, personally, when it comes to my Mastodon favorite albums, I will definitely say albums such as The Hunter or maybe Blood Mountain are not necessarily two of my favorite albums from them. I would definitely say, in my opinion, those are two of the weaker ones. But even though, again, I still got a bunch of songs on those albums that I love, and even though they're weaker, they are not bad. Again, I hate to keep reiterating that, but yeah, out of all the songs from Blood Mountain and The Hunter, the song Blastoid to me has always really stuck out. Again, contrasting how the last song was very approachable, this is probably, in my opinion, probably the most fun song that I would say is in the discography or in the repertoire of the band Mastodon. It's incredibly fast. The lyrics are very nonsensical, and it just talks about wanting to beat somebody's ass, I think. So it's very fun. Brent's vocals again are incredible. This is him. This is probably one of those kind of songs that helped him lose his voice later on. I would say a song like Workhorse contributed a lot to that too. But yeah, like this is one of those songs that's super fun. The guitar tones here are just incredible. Troy's great. Drums are great. Love Brent. This is one of those songs, again, not necessarily a song for the masses in my opinion, but this is an incredibly fun song. I do love it, and yeah, when it gets to the later on, when you start getting to the guitar riff post when Brent's singing, it's just incredible. I freaking love this song. So yeah, go have fun with Blastoid from the Hunter album. Alright, and here at number 2, we've got another kick-ass track from the very first album, Remission from Mastodon. Here I'm going to put a song called Crusher Destroyer. Now, Crusher Destroyer, if you don't know, is actually the first actual song released by the band Mastodon. It's the very first song on the first album. And I totally love this song. It is just like 2 minutes of just non-stop speed and just heaviness. And great vocals from Troy. Super hardcore riffs from Bill and from Brent. Just an incredible song. I totally love it. It isn't necessarily like the catchiest riff ever, but it is just hardcore speed. Love the song. Get in, get out 2 minutes. I love the song. Go check it out. Crusher Destroyer. I also forgot. It's got like... I always love how their very first song starts off with a little T-Rex yell at the beginning. I don't know. That song has always stuck out to me. Alright, and here we are. We're at the top 2 best Mastodon songs in my personal opinion. Here at number 2, I'm going to go ahead and put quite possibly... I don't even want to say quite... I think this is the biggest song from Mastodon. This is when they play live at live shows. This is the big song that kind of the crowd kind of has been waiting around for. It's their, I guess technically their Master of Puppets or whatever you want to call it. But here I'm going to put the song Blood and Thunder. Now, Blood and Thunder, again, this is from their, I think technically their biggest album, which would be Leviathan. An incredible song. I love the album Leviathan. I'll tell you one thing I forgot to mention that I do love about Mastodon in particular is I love the theming and just the kind of flow that they go with their albums. I love that post, I think, Remission, which is the first album, every album has had like a theme. And typically all of the songs will kind of, revolve around that theme in terms of either the sound or the arts or the type of music, and also with the lyrics and all of that stuff. Like if you look at I don't think Remission technically has anything like that, the very first album, but post that, I would definitely say when you get to the Leviathan, of course, that's the album that it totally revolves around, like a Moby Dick-like story, revolving around people being stuck at sea, or there's a whale and that's attacking a ship. Now, not every song in particular revolves around that particular theme, but the rest of the songs you can tell all revolve around just water in general and islands, which I think they have a song called Island in one of them. But yeah, all sorts of stuff. When you get to like later on, even when you start getting into Crack the Sky, all of the songs on there, they all sound very spacey or futuristic in my opinion. And then when you get to Emperor of Sand, all of the songs kind of have like a deserty feel. I don't know. I really like the theme that they kind of go with a lot of their music, and Blood and Thunder definitely, in my opinion, fits the kind of goal and sound that they were really going for with Leviathan. So, again, really hardcore song. I love it. Go check it out. Again, this is probably their biggest like commercial song, I guess. This is the song when people go live. This is the one that the crowd gets excited for when they start playing. So, yeah, great song. Okay, and here we are, my favorite song from the band Mastodon. That's right, here at number 1. I'm going to have to do it to you. Here we have another song off of the album Remission. Here at number 1, I'm going to put a song called Workhorse. So I'm not quite sure if you guys would consider Workhorse a deep cut. For me, this was always my personal favorite song off of the album Remission. It's just a freaking kick-ass song. It's a song that I've always loved the guitars from. and I think one thing in particular that I've always kind of connected and really liked about this song is I'm going to talk about lyrics for a sec, just for a quick sec. If you guys don't know if you guys, well, most people probably don't. The song's called Workhorse, and the song is literally about work, people going to work, not enjoying themselves, and kind of just I don't want to say not enjoy. It's not. It doesn't really feel like it's trying to send you a message. It's just kind of talking about work in general.
The song is a song about work. Work fucking sucks.
Just how long you spend at work and what you kind of get out of it, and kind of seeing about what you've done for the day. And I don't know, I've always kind of loved that. I think there was one live show I saw on YouTube one time where Brent literally is like, "Oh, this song's about work. Work effing sucks." And it's, I don't know, as someone who has kind of, toiled their way through the typical workforce, I love that somebody just was like, I'm going to make a song about work, and work sucks. And I don't know, I've always loved it. It's a kick-ass song. Again, this is from the early days when Brent had his real screaming voice. Yeah, I love the song. Once again, I would heavily recommend. I apologize for having 3 songs from the album Remission. If you can't tell, I think Remission is probably my favorite album from the band. But I love all of the albums. No offense to an album like, what's an album I don't have anything from? Oh, I guess Emperor of Sand would probably be an album, or Blood Mountain would be another one. So no offense to those 2 albums. I love them. I just couldn't put them ahead of any of these songs that I have here. So yeah, love the song, love the album. I would definitely say, once again, even though that's my favorite album, I wouldn't necessarily say that might be. I guess it depends from where you're coming from. If you're looking to get into a band and you're from a more metal mindset like me, then yeah, Remission would be a great place to start. If not, if you're approaching from more of a typical music listener, I would probably recommend something like Crack the Sky, or maybe Emperor of Sand would be your opening point. But as for me, Leviathan and Remission were like my entry points into the band. Freaking love that song. Once again, Workhorse, great song. Rest in peace, Brent. Another song that he kind of heavily sang on. So, yeah, that's my list. I guess we'll wrap it up. That's my top 10 right there. Alright, everybody, now to wrap things up, I guess I'll start doing all the typical please like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. I would love to, most importantly, I would say down in the comments, I would love to know what you guys think about my list in particular. Did you guys personally think there are any deep cuts? Do you guys think I have too much mainstream, big popular songs on there? Again, I just tried not to approach the top 10 with any bias or anything. I didn't want to say, oh, I've got to have 5 mainstream songs and 5 hardcore deep cuts. I just put on, those are in the order I could best do. Those are the top 10 songs that I love from the band. So, again, I would love to know what you think about my list, and I would also love to see your own list from down in the comments or anything like that. And with that, once again, please do, I wholeheartedly would recommend you guys check out the band. It is, kind of, this is going to be kind of, for me, a bittersweet time to kind of listen to the band, knowing Brent is now gone. Like, I love the band Mastodon. I love all the band members. I will say, Brent Hines definitely brought a certain, he always kind of felt like, again, I didn't know him personally. I don't know the band, personally. He always kind of felt like the oddball of the group. You know what I mean? But it always felt like he kind of brought like I think they all kind of brought their own special sauce. But it kind of felt like he definitely, I don't know. He just brought something interesting and unique to the band, and it's definitely going to be tough to kind of to listen to certain songs from here on out. But I definitely feel like that's the most respectful way to kind of remember somebody, is to, I don't know, check out their art and their works. It's definitely a sad time. So, and I don't know. Yeah, there you go. I'm so happy some of you guys got to check out this list. Check out another band that I love. Down in the comments, anywhere else, I would love to hear any other. If you guys would like to see more lists from me, or more me talking about metal or rock or whatever it is, I really love doing these. This is only my 3rd one I've done, so Maybe there'll be more down the line. Once again, I don't want to make it. I only do these whenever someone passes away or something sorrowful happens. I think that just happens to motivate me to want to do it more. But definitely, I'll plan on maybe possibly jumping right into another one eventually. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you so much. Long live the band Mastodon. Long live Brent Hines, Brian Daler, Troy Sanders, and Bill. I think it's Bill Kell. I don't remember his last name. Bill Kelleher. But yeah, love those guys. Love the band. If they ever watch this, I hope I would do them proud with my list here. So, thank you so much, everyone. I love you. I will see you guys on the next EnteR ChazmaN. So, bye, everybody.